Jeffrey, I play trombone. A lot of people may not know because in all 4 years I've been in band, I've never been in marching band. And I've given several excuses for the past 4 years why I haven't. I don't know if any of them were honest. I don't know if this one will be either. Something you guys know about me is I'm hearing impaired. I wear hearing aids, and I guess I was just worried at first that I didn't want to sweat and damage my hearing aids because they're really like $8,000 pieces of equipment. I just didn't want to risk that for the financial strain on my parents. So yeah. I was also into basketball. I planned to join basketball. What? In high school, but I didn't because I didn't want to sweat through my hearing aids and damage them. So that's the same reason as a marching band. Yeah. But I have been involved in jazz band quite a bit. Yeah. And you guys know me. You know me for jazz band more than anything else. And yeah. So yeah, I grew up in this program. From the time I was a freshman, I was just an immature kid who wears his trombone on his head. Johnson remember me doing that a few times, but yeah. This program has taught me a lot of things, and taught me that I've been not liked this time, so I'm going to give it to my talent.
Hi guys. So I'm really tired because I had 2 finals today, really hard finals. So I didn't really prepare a speech or anything, so I'm just going to give you guys some general comments about my experience in marching band and what it's meant to me. So first of all, I just want to say that you guys are all amazing, beautiful people. Like you guys mean a lot. Especially my trumpet section. You guys are fantastic. And you guys worked really hard this year, and I'm really proud of it. Like, it's just fantastic. But when we're working really hard at rehearsals and stuff, and we're running back to our spots, and we're getting yelled at and all that, don't ever forget why you're doing it. Because for me, why I do it is because music is really, really, really cool. And just to be able to play music and make beautiful melodies and play as a unit and just, I don't know, it's just amazing to me. So don't ever forget that's why you're here, okay? And also I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Johnson and Mr. Andrade because they are amazing. They do so much for you guys, and sometimes they go a little underappreciated, so just don't forget to thank them. Alright guys? Alright.
Hi guys. Many of you guys might not know me, but yeah, I'm Franco. I don't know where to begin. These past 4 years, it was a journey. It really was a journey. We started off sucking, and then when Johnson came along to this final year, I quote unquote Mr. J, we were bitching. You guys really are amazing. And I'd like to give a big shout out my low reeds, especially my bass clarinets. Ishan, Calvin, Gerard, Matt, Malia, Miranda, Layla. Yeah. Senior, but yeah, continue the work, guys. You guys are great.
Hi guys, my name is I don't know what to say, to be honest. These guys up here, they've been my friends for 4 years longer, and I've only been in marching band for 2 years. And honestly, I think my experience is has been I regret not joining marching band next year. And the past 2 years, I think 2 seasons, it's been life-changing. Being able to spend it with my friends every Monday night and every Thursday night at practice. Had a really great time getting to know you guys and seeing you guys work hard every night, every day, every rehearsal. I just want to say keep up the good work. You guys are doing great. You guys are helping, and really, you guys are. Oh, shout out to drama. Thank you.
You don't know me, I'm Kyle. I'm the drum captain. And 5 years ago, I moved here to Eastville from Long Beach, and can honestly say that marching band and band in general, it's probably the reason why it's been tolerable. I mean, it's not like what would save my life or anything, but marching band honestly has helped me so much. And all the freshmen, I don't know. If any of you are like considering not joining again because it's difficult, it's worth it. And freshman year, I saw all the seniors here, or that were here, and they were giving their speeches, and I thought, they're crazy. Because I don't see why anyone could like marching band that much, but now I know where they came from. And it's allowed me to meet so many incredible people. I mean, there's too many to name, but specifically like people who already are gone, like Noam, Hayden, I don't know if freshmen know them, but they're a big reason why I'm still here in marching band too. But there's one person in particular that has been helping me since 8th grade, and it's Neil. In 8th grade, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do band, but Neil's the only reason why I stayed in it really, because freshman year I was looking forward to see him during middle school night. So I just want to say thank you to all, especially Drumline, and just everyone in general, for a great 4 years. And Drumline one last time.
Sure, I wanted to stay in marching band because I don't really want to do senior speeches, but this last year has been really awesome. Each freshman been really good, really awesome. You guys really work really hard, and I'm really glad that I stayed. It's been
up? Yeah. Alright, I just had to put the music stand down. Alright, so I'll keep it straight to the point. The past 4 years I've been in this program, I just gotta say, it's been a great experience. So many things, so many new people, experiences. To help me mature as a person, it's just mind-blowing. Yeah. And also, shout out to my bubba right here, because if I never would have known her, I wouldn't have been here. So great shout outs to her. Much love. Much love to my CG babies over here. And I guess that's it.
I love you.
Hey guys.
Hello.
I'm Mikhaila, or Nika, or whatever your nicknames are for me. Thank these seniors, because, hi Patrick. It's been really fun knowing you guys. Yeah, okay, and, band, you guys are some pretty cool and weird people. You guys, you're welcome. I'm gonna really miss you guys. Color guard. I just want to say thank y'all for making my last marching band season pretty cool. Even though you guys are really annoying sometimes, I still love you guys because you guys are my babies. Shout outs to Mr. Johnson and Mr. Andrade, because, yeah, here's you guys. Stay in this program. It's amazing. You guys are going to do great. Shout out to Cece, my sister, Bubba, my other captain, Ariana, my was and my chicken wings. Right? Okay, love you guys. Color guard is literally the most frustrating thing in my life. Now there's just sometimes I go home and I cry after practice. But it's all to hard work and practicing, and I don't care how many times I get in the head, it pays off. And I'd like to think that this program made me less awkward than I already am. And yeah, these 4 years have been wild. And band, this whole program has brought out the best and worst in me, and I've met some of my closest friends because of this program. Are all really cool people. That's it.
Okay.
So, okay. I don't do microphones just because I'm a really loud person, so this is my first time using one. I'm a lot deeper than I thought I was. But I'm not really as prepared for this speech because I don't feel like this is the end of marching band for me. Like, it just hasn't hit me yet. But there is some advice that I want to give you guys, because what I have learned is that the first thing about marching band that I learned is that don't forget your sunscreen. Being honest, being a pale individual, the sun is not nice to me. I get very red and I feel. And for somebody who burns as bad as I do, it's very shocking that I have awful tan lines. I don't tan, yet my feet are white. I get asked if I'm wearing socks when I'm not. It's really a problem. I know. College is in like 6 months and I'm going into the dorms with this. It's going to be really a problem. I live in SoCal. I wear flip-flops. But another piece of advice that I have for you guys is that I love my altos, but what I want to ask you guys to do is not stay confined to your sections. I've always been like alto this, alto that for like the last 3 years. I love my altos, they're great. But every once in a while you need a break from your section. I know you guys too well. I shouldn't know what size bra you wear. I shouldn't know, but I do. So what I'm saying is that you guys should go out and meet new sections. I mean, I met Drumline this year and I realized that they really have an issue with banging on things. Anything they touch will become a drum. And I met Collar Guard. Collar Guard has taught me more about makeup than I think my parents. Yeah. So I learned how to apply eyeliner. That's a big step for me. I learned how to apply eyeliner, and I learned what blush was. There's like blush, and then there's bronzer. They're different. So I encourage you guys to go out and kind of like meet new people. And I've been in marching band for 4 years, and it's been an amazing experience for me. I would not be who I am without marching band. I would probably be a lot meaner. Marching band is kind of nicing me up a little bit. But no, I really, I encourage all of you guys to really like stay in marching band. Meet everybody you're able to, and don't forget your sunscreen.
Alright, I'm the second Alyssa. This is number 2. Okay, so I've been waiting for senior speeches since freshman year. And then I kind of forgot about them, so I wrote it 5 minutes ago, so. I'm really sorry about that, but alright, so freshman year I was really gung-ho about marching band and band in general. But then, to be completely honest, after sophomore year, it kind of my love for this, it wasn't there anymore. And so I decided to quit. But then our friends died, and there was a point where I think on the intercom or something like that, they said hey, band and color guard, come to the choir room, and that's when I realized that was the point in time where I realized I need this so much more than I thought, and this is where I belong. And so I came back, and that's why I'm here today. And I think if I can give any advice, is just to stay in this program, because the people around you mean so much more than just band members. You're with them for so long, and they become so much more than just you're so much more. I don't know. And yeah, so don't quit, because you're gonna regret it. So just take it from me. I regret it. I wish I was here all 4 years, but that was a choice I made, and I'm glad I came back. Also, okay, I promised some shout-outs 5 minutes ago. Shout out to Nadia for being a little sister that I never had, and Barlos and Joaquin for always losing participation points in class. band has grown, like people-wise and like talent-wise as well. But I just wish I could stay to see like where this band can go and like how much success it has. So good luck to the future, and thanks for being like a family to me. Excuse me, I was crying a second. I did prepare a speech. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to it all. Before I do say or start reading from my speech, I just kind of wanted to say that my freshman year, this was like, I think it was like this many seniors over. And now like it's grown so much, and we have additional seniors, and we have some of the original seniors, but it's grown so much. And the fact that like my freshman year, the color guard didn't really speak much with the band, they kind of just like stayed separate. And now like some of these people are some of our best friends, and we've made some amazing memories with them. Okay. So when I first arrived to the first day of band camp over the summer of my freshman year, it was chaos, much like how it is every other day of band camp. And all you freshmen know, the first day you walked into the band room, you were afraid. You were just a little bit afraid. Yeah. There were sophomores and juniors and seniors, and they were all very, very intimidating. But it was amazing and unlike anything I'd ever done. I soon grew fond of everything about it, but the worst had yet to come. That same summer, we had fallen short of a band director. Everyone from coaches and parents and to the student leaders themselves did everything in their power to keep this program running. Then I believe the most incredible and fortunate thing happened for us. We came up on the most amazing and dedicated band director, Mr. Johnson. Ever since he showed up here at Roosevelt 3.5 years ago, our program has done nothing but improve and grow prosperously. You have shown us all what it is to be loyal and dedicated. We all come and go, but you're always here to stay, and these students couldn't be any luckier. I'm sure there is no other director who gives his color guard so much attention. And for that, you guys should be really, really grateful. He's an amazing band director to our color guard also. I'm so proud to be the first complete graduating class that you've had at this school, Mr. Johnson. Marching band, you're truly my family. You're my people. Outside of this program, I wouldn't have very many other friends. Probably zero. No. Thank you, color guard, for being my lifelong sisters. I couldn't have made this without you. I know. I couldn't have made any of this without you, and I wouldn't have done anything differently. There is a quote by Jeffrey Donovan that reads, "I could never say that I'm going to do bigger and better things because that would negate what I've already done and accomplished, and I wouldn't want to do that. I could say that I'm going to do great things after high school, but it would never measure up to what we've done here."
Hello. I remember my freshman year, I went to King High School. I was in the color guard there with their band program, and I decided it was time for a change, so I transferred to this school. And I saw that you guys had a color guard, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to join. And so I tried out, and then after a few weeks after tryouts, I decided that color guard, wasn't for me anymore, that I didn't have that passion as like everyone else did. But ever since the day of tryouts, when I met these people behind me and some of the juniors, I have had the best friends since then. I remember coming to school thinking I'm going to be like an outsider, I'm not going to know anyone, and I made some amazing friends through color guard. And even though I wasn't in color guard, I still wanted to go support them. So I go to the band competitions, and then junior year, that's when I met Selena and Sebastian and, you know, all the other seniors and stuff, and they really made me feel welcome. And I really think that's like the greatest thing about this program is that they make people feel so welcome when they're new. And you know, there's nothing I can thank you guys for that. And I decided that I wanted to take pictures of, you know, the band and stuff and give them to Selena so they could be the banquet videos. And so if you ever saw like the banquet videos, like who took those pictures, it was probably me. So, and then I decided just a few weeks ago, right before color guard had practice, like, oh yeah, we're having auditions for winter guard today. And I was like, you know, I really miss color guard. And they're like, dude, try out, you'll probably make it. And I made it, and I'm on JV now. And it's just something I never thought I would do again, would be to spin and to be a part of this program, like officially. But I just wanted to say thank you for Selena and everyone back here behind me for accepting me when no one else really did. And I made some lifelong friends I'm gonna have forever. So thank you.
Okay, hi, I'm Katelyn Schwitters, whatever you want to call me. Well, I'm so not winging this right now, wink wink, but I guess I'll just give you my story. Okay, so I moved here from Northern California in 7th grade, and I went to River Heights. I was A-track, and I was in band, okay. And when I went into band, like I didn't know anybody, and then I sat down, and then this girl came up to me, and she sat right next to me, and that was Maureen. So she's been here since forever, and I love her so much. I just want to put that out there. Okay, and then 8th grade came around, and I stopped doing band because I hated Mr. Hartley. But I stopped doing band, and that was probably the worst mistake ever because, like, I lost all my friends because I've known most of these people since 7th grade, and then I met new friends, and they were kind of like the swaggy people, the annoying people. I don't know, they're like really annoying. Yeah, and I was getting like my grades weren't that great. So honestly, band people, you guys, like I was all honors 7th grade, and then 8th grade come around, and I failed my first class, so it wasn't that great, but. Yeah, okay, now fast forward, now high school, I walked in, and I forget who, but people were like, wait, no, screw that, never mind, pretend I didn't say that. Okay, so I walked in for band camp, and all of a sudden, like, I saw all these super tall people, and then, like, guys have facial hair, like, it was really weird, I wasn't used to it, you know? And then, I don't know, yeah, freshman year it was awesome, it was great. And then sophomore year, that was great too. And then junior year, it was good, and then I ended up not doing marching band, something else came up. And that was probably the biggest mistake ever because I had to leave the low reeds, and I felt really bad. I don't know, I'm crying, I don't like no, I hate crying. But I love you guys still. And then senior year came around, and then I met all the altos again. I'm sorry, but I love you guys so much. And yeah, I can't do this. Thank you.
If you guys don't know this about me, I am very much a simp. It's my profession. I get emotional over everything. I think the hardest part about this is coming to terms that in 6 months, these people behind me and these people in front of me, all of you guys, we call each other a family, but then we're going to be leaving soon. We're going off to different colleges, going off to different paths, and we can pretend we're still going to be just as close as we are, but the reality of it is, it probably won't happen. This is really sad, I'm sorry. But I think this is unlike any friendship I've ever had before. This is so strong. I feel so passionately for these people behind me and all of you. Even in my personal statement, I wrote about how my family and my adopted family, you guys, had impacted me so much and driven me to meet all of my goals. Okay, I actually have a speech written, so let me pull this up. Okay. So when I started band, I was in 5th grade, and I hated it. We played hot cross buns. Yeah, for like 2 years. Yes, it was awful. 7th grade came, and we still kept playing hot cross buns. So many hot cross buns. Like, it was awesome. Freshman year came, and we had sub for 2 months. We did not play hot cross buns, so that was better. But Mr. Johnson came and saved us all after that time, and I think that was one of the biggest blessings this band has ever had. Even just not in our band, but also the community, like, this program has grown so much within this time, and it has such an impact on everyone around us. Like, our families come out and support us. Everyone loves us. This is like a lifestyle rather than a hobby. This has become like who we are. This is I love band right now. It's not so much about the, am I using this right? No. Sorry. It's not so much about the fan. No. It's not so much about the music. It's about the people. Like, I met Katelyn in 7th grade. She was one of my best friends. This has given me Nadia, Siri, Sylvia, Franco. You guys are literally my not Franco's friend, okay? But like, I sit next to Sarah on the bus. Nadia gives me hugs. Taylor gives me hugs. Bianca. You guys tell me after each practice that you guys are gonna miss me and everything that we've done. And honestly, I have never been so proud of anything in my life. In 5th grade, I wanted to stop because we just kept playing hot cross buns. And I never thought it would get any better than that. But now I can see that this is one of the best decisions I've made in my entire life. The impact, or being able to make an impact on other people's lives has really, like, inspired me. It's made me a better person. I want to be better to show the people in my section that I can lead them and improve who they are musically and personality-wise. Okay. Freshmen. Okay. Emmanuel, Cassie, Brianna, Chris, Matthew, Evelyn. You guys are amazing. You guys came to sectionals. You guys did your music somehow. You were a gift from God. I don't know how, but I love you. Sophomores. Uh-oh. Sophomores. Edison, Andrew, Kevin, Oscar, Taylor. You guys came in, and when I first met you, I was very annoyed. It's better. You are so much better now. And I don't know how I thought you were annoying. You guys are some of the funniest people I've ever met, and I am very thankful to have you in my life. Juniors, Nadia, Ayana, Bianca, Anthony. Where do I start? What is it? I think you guys have been the hardest to impress or try and leave an impact on. I've known you for 3 years. You guys have seen my stupid, like, sophomore, like, thing. Yeah, I don't know how I've transformed into this person. You guys tell me, like, what I do, and I know you guys are going to be able to, like, keep the traditions going, and I'm so proud that I have these people to rely on. that I know the section is going to be safe. We're going to be doing just as well. We're just going to keep improving. And I cannot tell you how proud I am of all these people in the section. You guys have changed my life substantially. Like, I can't go back to being the person that I was before. I was so shy and scared, and I could never stand up here and talk about it. But talking in front of you guys, it doesn't, I'm not, my knees are shaking a little, but I'm not scared. Like, it feels natural to me. And Mr. Johnson, Mr. Andrade, oh, actually, Mr. Johnson, my first interaction with you ever was when I did my playing test and I accidentally yelled out the F word. You remember that? Yeah. But since you said it's bitchin', I think we're tied. Oh, yeah. So please, if you're ever considering dropping out of band or you don't have the same passion, it should be still about the music, but my priority was always the people. It's the people you surround yourself with. It's so much more than just a hobby. It's a family, and I'm glad I could share 4 years with you. So, to conclude, please keep practicing, maintain your friendships in between all of the sections, and stay bitchin'.
Hi guys, my name is Siri Bandaru, and I joined band in 7th grade because I thought it'd be cool because I have band in my last name. And I'm really glad I joined. I've had the most amazing memories with all of you guys, and I think that in a few years, when I think about high school, I'll be thinking about marching band and all the fun times that I've had with you guys. And I wanted to shout out Mr. Johnson. Thank you so much for being here for us. And class of 2016, we're the first class that has been with you all 4 years. And thank you for leading us. You're amazing. And Mr. Andrade, thank you for joining us. It's been fun. Thank you.
First row for emptying those 3 seats to honor our alumni friends, Nathan, Alex, and Andrew. I know that they are watching us giving the speech from up there, like they promised that they would when we were freshmen. When I first joined this program, I had no idea what exactly marching band was. I didn't know anything about drumline, especially pit. I was way too fresh off the boat back then. Believe it or not, I was originally a flute player, and I just joined marching band to avoid PE. And I underestimated marching band PT, and I was already half dead by the first day of practice. Then I was called in to join front ensemble, and my life as a teenager truly began. I think if you seniors were asked to describe the band program back then, I think the word chaos perfectly captures it. Band was very unorganized, with band director changed from Mr. Fleischman to Mr. Johnson. With the absence of band director for a long period of time, band had no culture. There were too many talkers and too little doers. With Mr. Johnson coming in, the culture of respect and leadership was established. Starting from, it's not Johnson, it's Mr. Johnson. To his silent rehearsals, this program bloomed. Drumline, worst section back then, became the best section with our Jedi Master Pete. Reflecting on our program, which started from the bottom, now we're here with Breaking 90s, I think we seniors all agree that it was a hell of a journey. Every person who stepped up to lead the program despite the titles made an impact. Every person who stepped down and neglected their responsibilities also made an impact to this program. My main message to all of you who are aspire to take our spots is that everything you do for this program really matters, even from just arriving to rehearsal early and staying optimistic throughout the season, no matter how sometimes tiring it can be. And I think it is very significant to know that this isn't just a regular class where you come and go. It's more than a program, and for many of us, it's our home that matured us. I struggled a lot past 3 years. My first year of being an official front ensemble captain was not so great. I cried a lot because I didn't know how to lead. I was just angry the entire time. I learned to become more patient, accepting, and caring. From my personal experience, I think the most important factor of leadership is to balance your charisma and your heart. In other words, sometimes you have to play both the bad cop and the good cop. I'm so blessed that I was allowed to lead the best section, and I can proudly say that drumline made so many memories which I cannot disclose here. Thank you, drumline, for dealing with me. I know I was very tough on you guys, but you guys are so precious to me. I'm going to miss pulling my hair out and yelling Piston. I met so many great hearts and bullies who gave me the name Squints. But most importantly, I just want to thank Kyle because he had my back throughout this entire journey. On a more personal note, marching band provided the sense of belonging to me. I was detached from my family and I was constantly drowning in my own unhealthy thoughts. Marching band is the reason why I'm probably still here alive today. Mr. Johnson and Mr. Andrade always took care of me, which I'm so grateful. All my friends here supported me through my lows, and the program itself let me escape my reality. So those of you who doesn't feel welcomed at home like I used to feel, marching band can provide that for you. And if you feel like you don't belong anywhere, you do belong here. Don't forget that you are in this gigantic family, and you're important here whether you can play 500 scale or you constantly miss the step off. Freshmen, you will be standing here soon. Make every second special and cherish every moment. Hard times will strengthen you not only as a musician but also as a human being. Sophomores, you're about to lead the program as upperclassmen. Be kind to all freshmen, no matter how crazy they can be. Don't be like sophomore me. Juniors, this is your band now. You are all wonderful members who truly do care about this program. We leave this amazing program to you, and we trust that this program will flourish further. My dear seniors, cheers to graduating this program and surviving through everything together. Our futures may be uncertain, but the values that we learn from this program will make us all go far. Good skills to all of us, and less time, best time.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So for like the 90% of you who don't know me, I'm Josiah. Hi. So I've been in band since 5th grade, and like I started off as a clarinet player, and I realized that wasn't for me. Then I switched to trumpet, even though that's not exactly for me either. I love playing trumpet. I don't know why. And my trumpet is black, which matches me, which like It's really crazy to see how this program has grown from my 4 years here. I think we all agree with how we have to thank Mr. Johnson for coming in and really saving this program, because we started from nothing and now we're competing in Armenia. That's amazing. So thank you, Mr. Johnson, for that. And thank you for always being patient with me as a trumpet player. And I have to give a shout out to Denise, because it's been me and you since 7th grade. Dynamic duo over here. And I know, I felt every emotion possible towards marching band. Every emotion possible. But, and I know the ones who do know me, you know I complain a lot, but at the end of the day, I really love being here, and I wouldn't trade this for anything. But, yeah.
Conrad. Yeah. My name is James, if you don't know. I moved here in 6th grade, and as a 6th grader, I was really quiet, and I was pretty nervous for a kid because I had some experiences. But I met my first ever friend, which was Andrew Lee. I don't think he's here right now. But he introduced me to band. So after graduating from 6th grade, I joined band 7th grade, and the highlight of 7th grade was, let's say, Miss Guys being able to teach me in 1 month. And
No, she was able to teach me better in 1 month than Ms. Hartley in 3 months. It's not a diss. It's really what I learned from her. But in 8th grade, she told me to join jazz band, and I played trombone. And from then on, I joined marching band. Marching band is a lot different from any other program because it accepts you no matter who you are. Because there's a lot of people in marching band that don't really judge you for what you do or how you act. I don't know. And when I first saw the seniors, when I was a freshman, saying their senior speeches, they were saying like, oh, it really comes by quickly. Oh, marching band is probably my second family. And as a freshman, I didn't really know that what they were saying because I wasn't really into marching band at that time. And
okay, so I'll probably just take off my sunglasses. I don't want to because that's just who I am. I can wear my sunglasses. Anyways, James left off on the note that you shouldn't quit marching band, and I totally agree with him. Last year, I wasn't part of this program because I felt like I should focus on my studies more, and my grades were slipping. I was losing time, and honestly, I regret the decision. These people right behind me, they're like my second family, like they all said before. I've had good memories with them. I've met so many great people through this program, like my sarcastic best friend back there, and some sophomores over there, and some juniors. I have a lot of problems with my family sometimes, so like this program allowed me to come out and just have fun, de-stress myself from that kind of stuff, and honestly, I'm glad for it. I'm thankful for you guys. You guys made me feel very welcome, and like I didn't feel outside like I do with my family sometimes. And on that note, like someone said like 4 years ago in a senior speech, it was 3 words. This was fun.
I'm gonna start off by apologizing to a few of you guys. I've kind of ruined your guys' weekend already. My bad. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I do apologize to those that I have done stuff to, but let's move on from that. It has been a crazy 4 years. I mean, coming from not being in band my 7th grade year because I couldn't do it, to not having a band director in 9th grade, to finally being here. I mean, you guys are a family, and it's just crazy how big we've gotten. Like, I mean, I was in alto my freshman year, and it was fun. I was in low brass my freshman year, and it was fun. And I was going to do altos again my junior year, but Johnson asked me to do, help out with the tenors, and I decided to help out. And I can honestly say I've met some of my greatest friends within the low reed section. So big shout out to my low reeds. You guys are honestly like one of my main friends apart from these guys up here. You guys are all awesome. I love all of you. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of times, we're not feeling like we should be coming to school. And band has been one of the reasons why I continually get up and I'm okay with getting to school at 6:30 for jazz band. Okay with getting at school at 5 o'clock for call times, because I know I'm going to be surrounded by people who are just excited to be here. I'm really happy that after 4 years of just struggling, we actually made it to Disneyland for the first time. You can ask every senior year. It's been a pain having here, year after year, we didn't raise enough money. I mean, our freshman year, Fiesta Bowl, still hurt. Still hurt. Sophomore year, my bad. The thing is, I mean, Johnson does so much for us, and Gotti does so much for us, and they try to do us so much. But if we don't give up, like, a few dollars, a few moments of our times to help volunteer, what they're doing is in vain, because we're not putting our effort. Band is not just, the directors and us playing. It's a family. And family means, we're putting in work. We're working together to do the stuff. And when I say that, I also mean don't fight with each other. It's not a time where you guys should be gossiping about each other or fighting against each other. I mean, that tears a lot of people apart. And you guys mean so much more than to just let that happen. That's regular high school things, and marching band is nothing regular about high school. It's completely different, and I love all of you guys, and just thank you so much for everything you guys give me.
Just go on my phone.
Hi guys, my name is Sophia, and first of all, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Johnson and Mr. Andrade because they work so hard for us and they do everything. Like, we were able to go to Disneyland this year, and for senior year, that's amazing. I'm sad that I really couldn't get to know all of you because we are a big band and it'd be hard, but I'm thankful to know the people that I do know. And Fred, I don't know if you guys know, but I've known Fred since we were 6, and we've had snow races when we were little. And it's really been an honor being here with all of you. And I remember when I was a freshman sitting in those seats, and I didn't know what I would say in my senior speech, but now I do. And I can honestly say that this has made a really big impact in my life. And because of band, I feel like I was able to come out of my shell and become the person that I am, because I feel so comfortable around all of you. And I will miss the spirit of all the football games and the hot stands at competitions and the Starbucks runs at 4 o'clock in the morning and the kettle corn. But my section has also been fairly important to me, and you guys are everything to me. So as you can see, like, I have had and made some of the greatest memories of my life here, and I hope that you will all grow to appreciate this band and experience as much as I have.
Hi guys. I mean, if you don't know me, my name is Harry. I came here my 8th grade year. I didn't really know a lot of people. I joined band. Well, I was in band in 7th grade, and then I came here 7th grade. I didn't get to join band, so I joined band 8th grade, and it was fun. I mean, you guys back on Hartley, I like Hartley. Hartley was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. I helped him a lot. Once I joined marching band in 9th grade, I was kind of expecting it to be like that one SpongeBob episode of that marching band episode. Kind of expecting it to be like that, but I was horribly wrong, and it was a lot of effort. I think it was a lot more effort than I've ever put in my entire life so far. Like, you know, I probably will in the future, but overall, these guys, I know them. Like, I know who they are. I can recognize them. I can probably talk to them, but please get to know everyone around you. Don't be me. I made a mistake, and I didn't get out of my shell. I kind of just sat there, and I was just to my lonesome. I kind of branched out a little bit, but not much. So please get to know the band, get to know people around you, get to know upperclassmen as well, get to know underclassmen. I know most of them, and I kind of can say on a personal level a little bit. The rest of you guys, I don't really know you guys too well, but I hope 2nd semester I get to know you guys more and talk to you guys more. Feel free to approach me. I know I look like a scary guy. I know I may look like that guy who just may be very rude and very, very mean, but don't worry, I'm not that mean. You can ask my trumpet section. Yeah, I'm pretty mean, but I can be pretty funny. You can ask Kevin. That Kevin up there. But other than that, I had a great time, and yeah, it was pretty okay. Thank you, Mr. Johnson and Mr. Andrade, for helping us in our times of need for our bands and Disneyland. Well, thanks to all of us for Disneyland. So.
guys can't focus.
Hi, I'm Quynh. I would like to start off by saying thank you to the whole band for all the early morning call times and the chaos and yelling and to late night practices. And I would like to shout out to my section, the clarinet. I love you all so much. You guys are like the choice section, and thank you for cooperating with us this week. Thank you to Nicole for picking me out 5 years ago. I don't know how we're friends today, but we are. Thank you, Abby, for making me feel tall.
No shade, no shade. It's okay.
Shout out to Soleil for buying my birthday present 1 month early. It needed to be 1 month late. Sorry. But yeah. Thank you for all the experiences. I had such a fun time. And I'm gonna really miss it when I graduate. Thank you. Hi guys. I don't really know what to say. I'm very speechless right now. I remember sitting in those seats 4 years ago and just thinking like, oh, it's gonna be a long time from now. I'm not gonna have to worry about that anytime soon. And honestly, it went by really fast. And I cherish every single memory that I've had with each of these people up here, and also with all of you guys that are sitting down there. You guys are just really awesome, and you guys have made my high school experience like the best experience ever. I love all of you. I would like to give a shout out to the flute section.
Yeah!
To all the flutes. You guys are awesome, and you guys have honestly made band like the craziest roller coaster ever, and also like the most fun, like from going to Child's house my sophomore year, and like cooking and going to the park and whatnot, and just like having fun and playing amazing music and getting like section of the year. That was great. And also another shout out to Color Guard. I remember freshman year, I was in marching band, and then my friend Katelyn Schwitters, she told me like, hey, you should join Color Guard. And I was just like, I can't join Color Guard, I'm in band. And then she was just like, do Winter Guard. And I was just like, okay. And she started helping me and teaching me, and I joined and I made it. And that was a really fun experience too. And just seeing how much you guys have grown, and how much you guys have become into like this awesome band is just so, makes me really proud to be a part of this program. And thank you, Mr. Johnson, for making this program grow. And I'm really gonna miss all of you, and you guys are awesome.
Shout out to Renee, going to the Air Force. Shout out to Hello Reeves, my family, and to you guys, my second family, and also to Mr. Johnson and to Miss Andrade. So, okay, well, I guess I started band on a whim. In 5th grade, I didn't join band because I thought it wasn't worth my time. Then I saw many of my friends join them. They were playing instruments like trumpet, clarinet, that stuff. I was like, whoa, that looks cool.
6th grade, I joined band. I played alto saxophone. I was like, what to do? Look at me, I can play an instrument. And then after, I think, half of the year, I decided to drop band because it got boring. The songs it seemed too easy, hot cross buns, of course. And then I already turned in my class sheets for middle school, which, of course, I put band. So I was trapped in something it seemed like I didn't want to do, but still I had to forge on. And then there was a mix-up, and Mr. Hartling, Busto, put me in a dance band, and with Franco and Andrew Gilliam. We were the 3 bass clarinets. We've never played any other instrument except alto saxophone, and we had to learn the instrument in 1 week. It was a struggle. The mouthpiece vibrated my lips too hard. It hurt. I squeaked. You know, that. Then I realized I had fun with my friends. Like, we got closer, we had fun, we went to festival, which was the first time I've actually ever played in like a serious concert. And we got excellent, which was pretty good for what we did. And then we got into 8th grade, and that's the first time I went to jazz band. I think that's the event that solidified my place in band. It actually, I got closer to a lot of people here behind me, and that's when I played alto again, which is one of my favorite instruments. And yeah, then came high school. At first, it was scary. All the tall people, they're like, usually I was used to people being about my height, somewhat shorter, but then there are like people like Alex who like reached the ceiling, and Lawrence who's almost up there with him. And yeah, and the band was huge to me. Like, I saw them play at the football games. They were impressive. They had the color guard, which amazed me about how they can throw around their flags and not hit anyone at the same time. Sometimes. So, yeah, I joined band. I played bass clarinet because I believe that it was more fun than playing a saxophone, honestly. The lowness, yeah. And then I joined jazz band the sophomore year playing the tenor because I was like, whoa, that sounds cooler than alto. No, I still like alto better. Sorry. I gave up jazz band because I didn't like waking up too early, because sometimes waking at 5 after like an all-nighter isn't good for you. Then I still stayed in band for the rest of my 4 years. And there's one thing I learned, is that sometimes when there's no one around to help you, you still have your band. You guys just stood up for me. During my hours, you guys are still there? Yeah. And there's one last thing I want to say, because one day when you're up here, you're gonna be wanting to hear that one more time, but you know, there isn't a good one.
I've been in band for 3 years. I haven't been in marching band, but I know enough about it just from being in band. So this band, it is definitely a wonderful thing. It's taught us so much, but something that it's definitely hit home is the accountability. Mr. Johnson, you know, he came in and new band director and everything, and he turned water into wine. He taught us self-accountability. We all began to hold ourselves and each other accountable for everything that we did wrong, and you know, we helped each other for everything we did right. And sometimes we did this even more so than our own family, and that's why band, in and of itself, is definitely going to be a second family. And you know, I could tell you all about the memories that I had with band and everything, but enjoy your time in it because you're going to live it out yourselves. And you know, you got at least one more year ahead of you. Make it count.
My name is Wong, yep. Oh yes. Okay, so my band story was, I started band by chance. I was a shy, introverted kid back in 5th grade, and when Mrs. Andrade, the elementary band teacher, showed up to class and gave us all papers, I never got one. And me being an introverted kid, I was too shy to ask for one. And she was leaving, I was no. But by chance, it was one, I went to recess and I found one on the floor by the pinroll. And that's how I joined band. In all seriousness, band is it's something else. It changes who you are. And while it may have its moments where you just want to like live in your room for the rest of your life because you're just so darn tired from practice or whatever, it truly is rewarding because I went from a shy, introverted kid to a not so introverted kid. And it's really been life-changing because you meet all these great people back here who I've known the privilege of knowing for 4 years or more. Yeah. And my freshman year was when Mr. Johnson came in, and we were like Sylvia said, it's chaos, right? Chaos. It was utter chaos. With Dr. Garcia playing "Come to Zion" every day. Hated it. Mr. Johnson came in, and he really brought this band to where it was now. Because without him, I couldn't think of a better director to do the job that he did. He's such a great band. There's one story I vividly remember. It was a very rainy day, and it was some of the hardest rain I've ever seen here in Eastvale. Like, it was raining sideways, and there were rainbows everywhere. And yeah, he was wearing a pink shirt, you know, a pink shirt and tie. And he walks out from the band hall to the lunch tables to go talk to low brass. And he comes back, because I'm by the lunch lines area, without a single drop of water on him. And I was like, is this Jesus? Is this the avatar? What? And that was my freshman year story by Mr. Jones. My sophomore year, I was doing recordings for the final on the video cameras. And while recording, I prematurely paused it before David Cortez, the saxophone, he finished his final. I prematurely paused it, and as a reaction, I hit play again, and I said the F word on camera, right? Yeah, for Mr. Johnson to see. And then I hit the pause button again, and I hit play again, and I said, oh shoot, you know. That one. Worst moment in my sophomore year. I thought I was being kicked out of band or something. In junior year is when I really started to feel like this band was changing. I noticeably saw the difference because as a junior I saw like, oh hey, we're in B division or C division, Arcadia. Well, before we haven't even thought of going there before from D divisions, and now we're C and Arcadia, and now we're A. So he really brought us to where we are now, and I'm really proud to call him my band director. You know, I feel like band is like the stock market. Let me say myself, right? So the more you invest yourself, is not just money, but the more you invest your body, your mind, and your time, the more value there is later down the line. You enjoy it more. And I didn't learn this until around my junior year, and I really regret it. Because this last 2 years have been phenomenal for me in terms of band, not academically, but in terms of band. So, I've met some of my greatest friends, and they got me through everything. And I thank them for all that. And for a closing quote, in honor of Star Wars tomorrow. May the Force be with you all.
Shout out to your sister.
I guess I'll continue. Okay, so I had about 4 hours of sleep the night before because I was writing my AP Lit essay. And we might have to redo our test because she thought a couple students were cheating. But it was very fun doing those essays. Anyway, I'm Daniel, in case you guys don't know. I don't talk to a lot of you guys, sorry. Before I begin, I'd like to have a funny story about Mr. Johnson. My first interaction with Mr. Johnson, I was sitting in class, and I told him Sebastian played, what was it, tenor saxophone instead of alto saxophone, and Mr. Johnson told me to shut up. And you know, I was a freshman, and I took it to heart. And I was like, who is this guy? You know, he's coming in, telling me to shut up. I think now we're cool, right? All right. So it's been a fun 4 years. As the only remaining member of Low Brass that is a senior. It was a lot of fun. I wish you guys knew freshman year experience in Low Brass and stuff like that. We had a lot of fun. There were only like 3 or 4 trombones. Now there's almost triple the amount. That's amazing. What was I saying? Well, I guess my only regret in these 4 years is I haven't been talking to much anybody actually. And ever since junior year was when I started stepping up and being more confident in myself. I have band to thank that.
First thing first, thank you so much, Mr. Johnson, for all that you have put us through. I mean, 4 years, which we, like, it has been a struggle. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson, and of course, Mr. Andrade, for everything you guys have done. Because basically, you did not know what you were stepping into, or did you? Basically, thank you. Alright, so my experience. When I was in 8th grade, we had, of course, you guys all know the middle school nights. When I saw the Eleanor Roosevelt band, I thought they were really amazing, to be honest, in my opinion. They had about roughly 50 or 60 people, and I was like, wow, I want to be just like them. So comes middle school. Part of the reason why I wanted to join was to skip PE, like some of you guys. Well, my mistake from freshman year, though, freshman year, however, was that I did not, I would say, open up. Then again, I opened up into a sarcastic self. But I wanted to say to you guys that I'm really proud and grateful to have met every single one of you, because you guys are basically like my second family, and say, keep it up, keep up the great work. From freshman year, I saw that we didn't even go to Arcadia until junior year, and it was just
band has grown, and you guys are the future of band. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, and I have to say, I have to speak for all the seniors that you guys are the future of the band. Keep up the great work. Through the band program, I met fantastic people, had great experience, and I'm truly grateful and really proud to have joined this band. Nothing else to say, just cherish your moments and learn. Experience.